advice given through their interests.
Mm.
You know,
that's very
whatever their interests are.
You gotta know your kid.
You gotta know your kid. You know,
Absolutely.
whatever they're interested in, participate in that with them, engage in that with them during that. When they get home from school, you gotta really care about what their responses are when you ask them how their day was or how was school. And when a child knows that you truly care, you know, it kind of opens the door for them to really explain things to you. I feel like that's what Catch was about.
Yeah,
You know,
open up their
yeah, well, how was
vulnerability.
how was
Yeah.
da-da-da, da-da-da, like it's an exchange back and forth.
Right.
It's an expression of communication back and forth.
I'm like,
That's
every
what
house,
it is.
every house has their own tradition. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like, me and my kids, like, we will play Uno or Monopoly deal, and
Yeah.
that, like, that's just our energy.
Right,
Or
right,
we know we're
right.
gonna watch a Marvel movie, or they know
Right.
if it's my weekend on Saturdays after MJ go to boxing, we are outside until midnight at least. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be outside. We'll go like they do like that American Ninja Warrior shit in Norfolk. You know what I mean? Like that's just mad fun. Or we'll go to like a fair or something
Yeah.
like you said, like it does it have to be catch? Does it have to be basketball? Like everybody's different, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I like basketball, my dad liked handball. So we weren't able to bond on that level,
Right.
but we bonded on other levels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's more about just understanding your kid and knowing them because trust me, if you don't give your kids your purpose, the world will give it theirs.
Right.
Because that internet game changed everything.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
inundated. You should
Yeah.
know,
Hey.
let's say no joke out here.
And let me say this, you know, because I have 4 children, and my children are 16, 18, 21, and 24. So I have 2 girls and 2 boys. So one of the things that I always made sure, like one of the things that we've done for years and years and years is every Friday we call it family night, and we watch movies, we play games, we talk, we communicated, we have fun. My children, like my oldest daughter, she's in Costa Rica right now because her heart has always been humanitarianism. She want to help
God bless her.
everybody. So after she went to college, she joined the Peace Corps so she can help communities around the world. And just so happens Costa Rica was chosen for it.
Then that's a testament to your family, to that household.
Exactly, and that's the point. See, the new version of Catch for us was we spend that quality time together every week consistently for years and years and years as my kids was growing up. So they always had a sense of family. They always had conversations with my wife and I about, you know, what we wanted and why we did certain things, and we didn't push them in any sort of way. We allowed them to think for themselves and become their own human beings. And like you said, when we realize some of the passions that they have, like my son, he's about to graduate from high school, but he's like, I love photography. So I'm like, well, show me what you got. And the kid got skills.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, let's see if we can promote that as much as he wants to take it.
They got a sense of self.
Yep, exactly.
And it's because they didn't have to look anywhere else for the basics, the basic necessities, the basic understanding of what unconditional love looks like, the basic necessity of food and shelter. These are all things that fathers bring to the table. You know what I mean? I meant to say this earlier. My homegirl, I'm in LA, and she tells me, she goes, yo, I didn't realize how much I was missing out from not having a father until I watched you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
big.
she's still coming to terms with who she is, and she damn near 40.
Mm-hmm.
And your kids know who they are now, and they're pursuing their dreams and
Yes,
all of that
indeed.
stuff because they understand, and that's because of their household.
Right.
So then, fatherless fathers, where the hell did y'all learn that from then?
Black.
Was it an instinct?
You know,
Black.
for
That's
me,
a good point.
That's a good question.
for
Made a
me,
decision
from
it
black.
was like,
That's a good point.
You knew
You
what
know-
you want. You didn't have and what you
yeah,
wanted.
exactly. But then I also knew that I didn't want to impose my will on my children and try to live vicariously through them. Because some parents do that, and they try to live their glory through their kids.
Yeah,
It's
right,
like,
right.
no, I'm not doing that. And don't get me wrong, I love sports. I never got a chance to play sports, you know. But my son, my youngest son, he's like 6'1", he's like 280, like he's a monster. And I could have easily said, you playing football, get on that field, do that, kill some quarterbacks, do something. But he's not into football. So why would I try to vicariously put that on him? Like he ain't into football. So why the freak would I tell him go play football? That's not my job as a dad. My job is to be here, hear what you're saying, and see how we can morph your ideas into something great, so you can be a great asset to the family, but to society in general. So that's how I look at my family. You know, I'm not here to impose my will upon you. I'm here to give you guidance, give you direction, give you wisdom, keep you away from crazy people,
Protection.
and keep you focused on where you want to go. So that's how I approach that.